Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ashifa Salsabil. I'm from Polytechnic Stage of Lhokseumawe, and my position is as a member of government. I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Judge, the opening government already said about the why we as a government should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry, right? They said about that it will lead a lot of people to be the K-pop itself to being a role model for they to look like in the society, to do a role of makeup and society. They try to follow the K-pop and the standard that make by the K-pop, but actually we must to love ourselves first, right? Because of what? Because we know that if we have a treatment, it is normal for the people. If we have a pimple on our face, is it normal for every woman, right? So here we believe that we already agree with every opening government state that, but they don't have any give a big impact. They don't have give a big mechanism towards this case, and they also give the it will impact to any company to hire a job. It will impact to every woman in this world to when they get a job, right? But they don't have a give a solution. But they don't have a give a mechanism. How can the feminists is persuade to all of people to persuade all government to follow the statement or to follow the mechanism that already apply from the feminism. They don't give any solution towards this case. So here we as a government we want to give the solution, right? So here we believe that the impact to from the society, from the K-pop industry is also impact to our company. It also from the company when they want to hire a job, right? Yes, we agree with the government team about it will impact to the society, right? So here we as government we know that if we want to get a job is a very hard right now, right? Because a lot of standard already apply for the government, right? Because we know that to get a job is very hard to do. So because they ought to be the standard to pass the job, we give the solution towards this case, right? Here we as a feminist, we want to every company must hire employee regarding to their skill, regarding to the to their ability, regarding to their skill, right? Or we call this as a system as a meritocracy. What is meritocracy itself, right? So I will give the definition of the meritocracy itself. The meritocracy is government or the holding of the poor people select on the basis of their ability. Everyone with the skill and imagination might aspire to reach the highest of level, right? So the mechanism itself, right? The solution is regarding to the company needed. It's regarding to the skill of the employee is needed or the company needed, right? So we believe that is the company being the standard of the select the employee is already being discrimination for all the women, for all the people in this world, right? So we believe that we must select or we must select every employee based on the skills, right? So we believe that the K-pop industry already give the negative impact to all the employee, to all of the worker in this world, right? Because of what? Because the beauty being the standard to pass the job, right? So that's mechanism that I will give the solution from the to this status quo right now, and we believe that because of the opening government doesn't give any solution, so they already lose in this motion today. They don't have any credit to pass this motion today. And the second is about we talk about the movement should aggressively impose to the K-pop industry. Yes, like the opening opposition and all the member opposition said about the opening government doesn't give the mechanism again. We say that the government already said the impact and the effect and other kind of what the impact that already give by the K-pop industry, but they don't give any solution, but they don't give any mechanism to solve this case right now, right? That first they don't give any mechanism to solve from the company that will hire a job by the beauty standard, and the second they don't give any mechanism how can they aggressively oppose the K-pop industry, right? So here we ask the closing government, we want to give a mechanism how can we aggressively oppose to the K-pop industry, right? So here we give the mechanism. The mechanism to oppose the K-pop industry by doing cancel culture. What is cancel culture? We know the cancel culture is like the Gen Z doing right now, or we call it as a cancel culture. Cancel culture means that by doing anything like not buying the Korean product such as skincare, clothes, and bathtub dip, by not watching the K-drama, by not watching the film by the Korean drama, by not learning hearing the music by the Korean drama. So we believe that we as a government we hardly say that the social need is we want to aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. Why? With the mechanism that is by doing the cancel culture itself, right? Because of what? Because we know that the goals of feminists is we want a feminist. We want to remove the discrimination, right? And we want to get an equality, right? But here, the condition right now, the status right now, is removed by the trend of K-pop itself. Because what? Because that the first rebuttal that I will give from the opening government. Because every companies are already hiring employee by the beauty standard. And the second is because they a lot of to do. They don't have the negative impact to the society itself, right? So by the mechanism to oppose is by the do the cancel culture, by not buying the Korean product, by not watching the K-drama, by not watching the film, by not hearing the music of the Korean drama, by not both any clothes from the Korea, and also the mechanism to of this cancel culture. It will help for us as a feminism to oppose aggressive oppose to the go. By what kind of media that will oppose is what kind of media that will oppose the cancel culture itself by doing in the social media. Because social media that we know we can gain a lot of people, we can persuade, we can a lot of people to do to the cancel culture. Because of what? Because we know that where we want to get a Korean drama, why can we hear the music is what by the social media. It's alright. So here we as a closing comment, we want to hardly say that by doing the cancel culture and it's one of our dream to should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. And this house believe that feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. Because of what? Because a lot of scenario that I will in the future right now, the status quo right now will hardly give impact to all of the women in this world, right? So we believe that our proposal is a very clear than the opening government. So here we as the government, we hardly say that we want to aggressively oppose the K-pop industry right now, right? So because of what? Because we want to publicly declare, this the K-pop industry is a very give the back impact from the society. That I said before that the government doesn't give the greatly mechanism to publicly declare about this. How today aggressively oppose the K-pop industry, right? The campaign is not make the K-pop industry anything, but also a lot of people who are relative with the world, like they don't lose their watchers to watching their film or the drama. Although the actor is pretty, right? The people who we thought watching the film is a very strong, is a very will watching the film movie itself. So here we as a closing comment, we post this case. Thank you.
I start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Judge, feminist movement have a lot of form to make our goals happen, right? We need to make equality. We will need to remove the discriminations toward identities, and we want to support the meritocracy, so people will value because of the skill and capability, and not because the identities and the appearance. The essence of the feminists, what we want to gain is society without discrimination, media platform without oppressions toward the specific identities, and environment where you judge because your skill and not because you are pretty or have a good appearance. And also it want to remove the beauty privilege that happen in society. Now the problem here is about the K-pop industry that we need to oppose in the first place. Now the opening government already told you the statement that make it justified to us to aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. So let's jump to our opening opposition first. The opening opposition says that what this issue is not capable or is not suitable of the feminist issue, because the beauty standard in K-pop start to change inflexible. Judge, in reality, the discriminations toward the K-pop industry still happen as a man. For example, like tourists go to Korea and got the discrimination and harassment because they are black, because they are not like beauty standard in Korea. And also kids in school still bullied because they have a different appearance. For example, like white and ugly kids still got bullied because of the superiority and the inferiority that happen in the society in school. That's why it is justified to oppose that's why it justified it to and matter to the feminist issue right now. And also the second, they say the nature of K-pop industry still changed. The first wave, second wave, and so on and so far. Society still accept the difference, start to accept the difference of this beauty standard. Judge, I will told you that this is not true, because in reality, citizens in K-pop still apply this beauty standard, ladies and gentlemen. Bully they still bullied idol who don't reach their beauty standard. They bring the Huasa Mamo as the promotion of the another beauty standard. Even Huasa Mamo get bullied because of she is different from the beauty standard in Korea. And as the representative of the breaking of beauty standard, they actually got bullied. And also even the member of BTS who win the Grammy and promote equality is also get bullied because J-Hope and RM is not suitable of the beauty standard in Asia. At least, and they become at least like the idol in BTS. This is the proof that the discrimination is still happen because of beauty standard even in the Korea itself. And now they also make a statement about the K-pop is also promote that Asian have another beauty standard with the Western, and also just it is actually lead us towards the statement of face of Asia is just white and tiny eyes and the beauty standard in Korea, because people in Western start to thinking that ASEAN is only Korean. They don't believe that ASEAN have like a beauty standard, for example, like an Arabic and also Indian and also a Korean. Western didn't know that because of these K-pop glorifications. And also they bring the demand and supply that come from the society and not from industry. So the K-pop industry should not be banned. Just in reality, the visualization of K-pop industry is actually created by the mindset of the mindset of society, right? The actor here, ladies and gentlemen, is the K-pop industry, the one who create the mindset of society, because they only serve to you, entertain to you, the one who have a good appearance. Even if you want to join the K-pop industry, you want to enter the K-pop industry, you need to be a good looking. Even if you can sing and you can dance well, but you're not good looking, you cannot enter the K-pop industry. This is the fact that happened in the K-pop industry right now, Judge. They say it is useless to oppose the K-pop industry because it's wasting time. Just it's not wasting time. It is not useless if you have the possibility to win. Because to promote and campaigns the feminism, we need to struggle, right? We need to be tired. We need to lose our energy. But it is the essence of the feminism. We need to fight towards the equality of the feminism, so our goals will be established in the end of the day. They say by themselves that the industry doesn't care about the beauty standard. They just care about the profit that fulfill the demand of the society. Because this is actually contradictory towards the idea of the opposition side that say that they don't want to oppose the K-pop industry, but actually they need to oppose the K-pop industry because the K-pop industry only care about the profit and not care about the message that they bring to the society right now. Just K-pop open the possibility for other beauty standard to be accepted. Just if we can serve to you that this is not gonna be happen, even if this happen, it is useless. Just we win this debate. Just it's not gonna be happen because even if the Western start to glorify K-pop standard, people in Western start to think that ASEAN is only Korean and not other race. They don't know about ASEAN is also Arabic, Indian, and so on and so forth. Even if this happen in the end of the day, it's not promote the diversity toward the different identity. It's not promote the goals of the feminism in the very first place. They still gonna bully the other beauty standard. They still gonna reject people who don't reach their beauty standard because their industry still set the beauty standard and still entertain only idol with good looking appearance. So it is clear the opposition side of the house, they failed to bring the creditable argumentative and they failed to contribute to this debate, and they also didn't bring alternative towards the problem that required in this motion, so they deserve to lose the debate. Now let's jump to the government side of the house. Judge, the government side of the house, opening government just said they propose to publicly declare they don't support K-pop beauty standard. But didn't tell of how we supposed to do so. We make a mechanisms that we want to make a cancel. We want to persuade men to oppose and debate the K-pop industry, so people will lose interest. And also, they bring the statement of the discrimination, but they didn't actually make example of the discriminations that happen in the society. Actually, the discrimination is about in the variety show. The bad looking is to be the clown and be loved at the variety show, and the K-drama, the one who ugly will always be the bad person. So our goals here is to promote the equality, right? And because K-pop is hampering the idea of feminism in the first place, we need to oppose them. How we say so? By canceling the K-pop industry. We won't watch their YouTube video. We won't buy their merch. We won't buy their skincare. We we start to unfollow their social media and make petition to their agency. This will create a possibility that K-pop agency will realize that the first, unrealistic beauty standard is no longer interesting toward the society. Second, the people will more sensitive toward the content that they entertain. Third, they need to change in order to change and switch the demand of the netizens. In result, they will more selective toward the content they entertain, and finally, the demand in society will be charged to become suitable in feminism industry. So, it's clear that the motion is suitable with the essence of the feminism. So, Yellow Jacket should win this debate. Thank you very much.